You've got to be able to agree the scope of work and the fees that you're charging whilst you're sat with the client, whilst you're in that meeting. I read somewhere online that if you send a proposal out 24 hours after a meeting, you have a far better chance of conversion of this, etc. And my immediate thought was, if it's 24 hours after the meeting, you're about a day too late of sending that proposal out. That client has come to you, they have blocked that meeting out, that 1 hour or that 2 hours in their diary, with the sole purpose of coming to you and figuring out whether they can work with you or not, what services they need, how much it's going to cost. It may not even be a new client, it may be an existing client coming to talk to you about something extra that you're going to provide to them. But they have provided that time to you to be able to do this, and you need to be able to give them all the information that you can to allow them to make the decision there and then. They don't have to make the decision there. I never believe in putting any pressure on anybody, but you've at least got to arm them with everything they need to be able to make that decision if they need to, for several reasons. Firstly, accounting services are really complex, yeah? I don't know what they all mean. Even now, I read them, I'm like, a P11D? Well, I don't even know what a P11D is. Just, I will do it, I don't know what it is, but I will sign up for that, that's absolutely fine. There's complexity to what it is that you do. So if I have questions around your services, I need to be able to ask you while I'm with you. If I'm not sure about the prices, and this is kind of the reason why we don't do it, is because we get a little bit nervous about having those difficult conversations around why we're charging for this or why it's so much. My view is, you've got to have that conversation at some point. So you're either going to have it while you're with them, or you can have it at a completely inappropriate moment when I'm just about to walk into a meeting and you finally got hold of me on the phone. Or I'm picking my kids up from school 2 weeks later and you've got hold of me to discuss the proposal that you've sent to me. You've got to have the conversation at some point. So we might as well have it now. And if that's a difficult conversation, there's a way that you can train yourself to have that made much easier for you. And I'll show you how we do that. So we've got to be able to agree there, to be able to answer the questions, deal with any objections, and just to show how amazing you are, how digitally savvy you are, what a great world-class experience that you can provide. So we transferred MAP back in the early days to a point where they could sit with a client, agree the fees, produce a proposal, produce the letter of engagement, and if the client was happy to sign up for it, to be able to do it there and then, and also to trigger off the invoicing and the payment. Because that is the level of experience we want for everything else we're going to provide to that client. We're going to set the bar as high as possible from day one. We're going to live up to it, and we're going to attempt to fulfill that in every other service.